Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. And I'm
Welcome.
back. Yeah, so Explodes joined just in time. The Torvis Bog. Last time, we were running around not knowing where we were supposed to go. And then we just realized we were in the same spot we were supposed to be in. It's because we had to cash in those keys. So now that we're all done, we got one last location to go through, I believe, which is the Aegon Waste, because we technically did the Temple Ground keys. Now we got to go over here to the Aegon Waste, and I'm assuming after that we'll unlock like an extra bonus area where we get to fight what was it, Sephiroth, so we could get his sword. Yeah, that type of stuff. You know, typical stuff. So let's go get our way out of here, make our way back to the Aegon Waste, because I'm not going to be going all around through here just to go do that. Still quite a bit of things that we need to get. But I am fully refreshed. I'm awake now, which is good. Never a good sign when I'm super duper sleepy. And we're gonna have some pretty good content, I would say. Yeah, we're gonna go through this door and get through the elevator. I'm hyped for today. I played Pac-Man at the time of this recording. I played Pac-Man, and we did all the time trials, and I could not do the thing with the spooky maze. It frustrated me to no end because I could not see where I was landing, and then I would run, and then I would slide off, and then I'd have to do the entire thing all over again. Not a good time. So that is going to be the
Maybe
probably
we can adjust the screen, what brightness.
for a GameCube game like that, they don't have a brightness thingamajig there, as far as I'm aware.
Huh.
But anyway, we're gonna move on. Let's see. So we still don't have yellow door openers. So we're gonna just kind of not really go there quite yet. So let's see. Where is the elevator to Aegon Waste? Transport to Aegon Waste. Is there another place? Nope. Aegon Waste. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something. So let's get a conversation going. Uh, by the way, we finally got to the clip or the I can actually make it. Oh yeah, we finally got to the episode in the '90s Sonic cartoon with the meme line that we used for our soundboard, and Ben was
Something as
laughing.
usual.
No, not that one.
Oh,
That's
the
good.
other one.
That's very good
The one with the
indeed.
cheetah robot.
Yeah, the one with the cheetah robot. And Ben was like, "That's where it came from." I thought that was a different person, and I go, "Nope, that's Robotnik." And so, yeah. I was kind of taken off guard at how slow paced the show is in comparison to other stuff. I don't remember being that slow paced, but it's not a
It's
bad
supposed to
thing.
be taking itself more seriously than most of them.
I get that. I'm not upset with it primarily. I'm just it's more of it's a different pace I was not expected to go in. From Sonic X going to Sonic Sat AM, it definitely feels different, but I don't hate it. Also, Ben is already simping for Bunny Rabbit.
And she's probably about 16, 17, and in that she's older than Sonic.
Yeah, but she gives him Rogue vibes.
The southern accent.
Yeah, southern accent. Also, the biggest question mark that I really couldn't answer though is like she's able to detach her arm, but there is the process of de-roboticizing, meaning that she'd get her fleshy bits back. So how does that work? How does that work?
Very carefully.
Man, I hate it when I'm given that answer. I went the wrong way.
Well, you kind of walked into it.
Yeah, that's what she said. But anyway, the thing I gotta bring up with the show is that this is probably the only time we're ever gonna have Robotnik be taken seriously in anything ever, which is kind of a darn shame. Because Robotnik of nowadays, we just he's kind of gone through the Bowser effect.
He's only serious when he needs to be.
Okay, so that's not where I need to be at. I need to go
Like in the Zeddies.
like the what?
He's only serious to what he needs to be, like in the Zeddies.
The Zeddies.
When
Oh,
he's
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
talking about the comics?
No, I mean like in Lost World with the strangulation threats and
Hmm.
as long as I can strangle a Zeti, I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm really fine. That's a meme
I'm
clip
just
from.
saying that's his most serious he's been in the games.
I guess. All right, let's take a look around here. But yeah, but in terms of like also being maniacal and evil, that still goes to that version of Robotnik.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Ben made a good point. He goes, it seems like in every other iteration, Eggman's incompetent or just is very doofenshmirtz about things. But in this one, Eggman is very competent, but the help he has is not, which is why we have uh, the good guys winning more sometimes. Because there are times where Eggman, Robotnik flat out wins, which is not something you see very often.
I don't think it's that the other ones are incompetent, it's just that they do not think ahead.
Mm.
This one has already thought 3 possibilities ahead.
I would love to see that version of Robotnik come back, like properly, not free from the Archie comic stuff. Because spoiler warning, Robotnik does get killed in the final season of Sonic Sat AM.
Doesn't he come back for like a brief stint to team up with the Eggman Robotnik?
You talking about the comics or the cartoon?
Comics.
That's what I said. I don't really want to count the comics because things get really muddy when you do that. I know
Fair
Sonic
enough.
beats the crap out of Eggman, or sorry, Robotnik. Eggman Robotnik. I know it's very
Honestly, that's a whole can of worms that I do not understand why people think are the best thing ever.
what
Archie.
Archie. It's because it was the only thing with a consistent story for many years. I fell in that trap for a little while as well, mainly because it was the only thing that we had that was consistent over a very long period of time.
Yeah, even without Ken Penders, the thing just kind of got way out of hand with Robotnik putting everyone in grapes. It's a lot worse than it sounds.
I remember that there at one point there was just too much melodrama with unnecessary drama with the characters. Oh, great! There's nothing here.
Yeah,
Good.
that was caused by Ken Penders, but like they look at the story and like, oh wow, it's even worse than we thought.
Titan Tales. Never forget Titan Tales. That was a
Yeah.
that was a muscle growth fetish's wet dream right there.
One that should be in jail because Tails is a kid.
Eternally a child. But like the tail that aside, there was one thing I do remember was the King Sonic stuff that there was going on. I didn't I don't know how I feel about that. Are you familiar with that
Yeah,
arc?
that was. I remember. I've heard about the ending where he was not allowed to cry very much.
That was a Sega mostly thrown thing because of that.
Yeah, it did happen at just the right time.
I'm gonna try going to that room just to clear that out. By the way, it's a little bit of a detour, but I want to go see if there's an upgrade for me in there. Yeah,
Okay.
the Sonic crying thing was a Sega thing, but the King Sonic thing that happened, for those who don't know, the King Sonic arc was kind of a pseudo future thing. So like Sonic ends up marrying Sally. Sally's like, "You need to stop being a hero because your life is in danger and I want us to have kids." So Sonic essentially gives up being a hero and becomes the king because Sally, princess. Remember, princesses are supposed to become queens. You hear that, Disney? Supposed to become queens at some point. Um, and
Hear that,
so
Nintendo?
wait, what?
I was also digging at Nintendo.
Oh yeah, Nintendo. Yeah. Sir, there must be a king or acting queen for Peach to continue being a princess. Uh, but like the thing with Sonic is that he gives up being a hero. He becomes complacent king. He becomes very itchy, very Mr. Incredible like when it comes to wanting to be a hero again, but he can't. I think at some point, when the future starts becoming in jeopardy, Silver gets involved, and then Shadow becomes extremely evil, and then he takes Sally away from him. I might be getting some of these memories jumbled, but long story short is that something happens where Shadow becomes really evil. Sonic has to stop him. He gets dusted by Shadow because lo and behold, Shadow is immortal and he doesn't age like Sonic would. And then he
Plus, Sonic hasn't
loses.
done anything for a while.
Wait, what? Oh yeah,
Plus,
yeah,
Sonic probably hasn't done anything for a while.
yeah. Out of practice, hog. And then Silver gets involved, and he's like, "I gotta help Sonic from the future," which is very ironic. In the games. But like that stuff happens, right? Then they defeat Shadow, and then there's this little arc that happened. Oh no. Sorry, I'm going out of order. I'm gonna stop right here and tell you guys because this requires some focus. That happens later. What ends up happening is that throughout every like normal chapter with like the main timeline, they would go to Shadow. Sorry, they would go to Sonic, and they would show these little relationship scenes that he would have with Sally in the far future. And the far future is kind of left vague, sort of, kind of, but it's there. At some point, I think when Tracy Yardley started taking over after Ken Penders, they really tried their hardest to course correct with the story, and so they had Knuckles and his Sonic. Knuckles invited Sonic over to Angel Island, and I guess there was something that was happening where the weather has been acting strangely good as of late, and I guess through some contrived means, the world was going to end, and they were trying to stop it from happening, and so Sonic and Knuckles and I think Julie Sue. I think this is before they lost the full rights to Julie Sue because I think Knuckles' daughter was also a thing that got involved in the stuff that was happening. I think Knuckles had like two daughters or something like that. Anyway, point is, they stopped the world. They stopped the world from ending, but it resulted in a hard reset where when King Sonic, or I guess Sonic, woke up, that's when the whole King Shadow thing happened, and Shadow had usurped the throne. He forced Sally to marry him or something like that, and then that's when Sonic showed up looking like a homeless dude, and then one of Knuckles' daughters that survived the reset was there helping him, and Sonic got bodied by Shadow, which is where I was talking about earlier. And then Silver gets involved and helps defeat Shadow. And then I remember ending where after they defeat him, Sonic tells Sally, "Why don't we have some kids?" Because I guess in that reality, Sonic's kids were erased from the timeline, which is really darn messed up. Which also makes it really messed up is that both of his kids are named after the Sonic Underground siblings. Yeah, that's that's
There's a
not
lot to
weird at
unpack
all,
there.
huh?
There's a whole lot to unpack there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened there. I remember that one being pretty darn messed up, but it's comics. After knowing how big of shenanigans comics are with like DC and Marvel, I'm not surprised. Sonic has his own share of like really messed up comics with questionable decisions, and that's why I really don't count that. IDW feels like a very, and I don't mean to be like really rude to it, but it feels like a very sanitized, corporate approved comic where Sonic isn't really allowed to do much in terms of character development.
They're pushing as hard as they can, like with Surge and stuff.
Yeah, well, the whole obvious Vegeta parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're dead. No. Okay, so this thing here, I can't break it until Denzium. Okay,
By the way, have you gotten farther yet, or are you still waiting for the next collection?
next collection. Farther for what?
IDW. Because you had been reading them, but only through the collections.
Oh yeah, I've caught up in the last collection. I have not seen what's currently happening. Why? Something happened?
I just really needed to know if you got into the Surge part yet.
No, I've only really gone through the metal virus arc where everything just kind of gets washed.
All right, so that would be the next collection then.
Yeah, whenever that one comes out. I have four of the books, four of the collections. Yeah, I'm not in any rush to get it out of the way. Okay, so there's this
And
green
neither are
door.
they, apparently.
And neither are you. Oh, I mean,
No, and neither are they.
oh, they're on a hiatus right now.
No, they just seem to be taking forever to make collections.
Oh well, I mean they have to get enough content to justify putting inside of a book. I would believe. But yeah, the if this was young me, I would be like, I need to subscribe to the actual book. I mean the comic books. But older me is like, I can wait on it. I'm in no rush. The volumes will be made, and I'd rather have the volumes than have the comics because the comics are very brittle. And I know comics can be worth something later, but I'm kind of beyond that now. The era for me to care about collecting comics is really over. I just care about the story that's being told, and if the art is on model. Let's see. I'm gonna go all the way over here and then go to that green door. See what that green door has. Might have an upgrade. But yeah. In terms of like the Sonic comics and all that, yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm in no rush. It's gonna happen. Wait a minute. I got the wrong way. I have to go. I'll have to go through here. Yeah, I gotta go through here. Yeah, spin dash. Okay, but yeah, the IDW Sonics, I would say they're decent. They're decent. They're the fact that I'm saying that they're decent, is telling that I don't hate them, and I think they're doing a good enough job that I will continue reading it. And that's the best I can really say about it. You know, IDW, like I said, is very curated for a reason. Wait, I think I'm the wrong one. Oh, that's a yellow door.
We already went way too far the other way, so now we're stuck this way.
Yeah, it's either way. I can't open it. It's a yellow door. Okay, so there's a green door here. I
Now
want to
it's
see if it's
like
possible.
they went too far wild, so now we're stuck with the sanitized version.
Yeah.
They pushed too hard. They opened Pandora's box.
Well, I think Sega was like, if we why don't I remember scanning this one? What I don't. Oh, okay. I'm still able to get through, right? I should be. Okay. Anyway, but like the thing with that is I know Sega's doing that for the sake of keeping consistency with the games. Wow, this is on fire. I don't remember this being the way it was.
Must be updated.
Everything's the same, but now it's just on fire.
Oh, Ben, actually, now's a good time for me to kind of gauge your understanding for the audience of the 90s Sonic cartoons so far. Give us your expository of the show you've been watching so far. Right? I think we're about
explanation about my experience.
Yeah, it's about maybe like we're like 8 episodes in, I think.
All right. Well, I recognize the characters from only like little snippets and maybe from some years ago watched YTPs. You know, damn them to hell. But okay, first of all, a major highlight: Jim freaking Cummings as Eggman. And here's the thing: it's not like your normal Saturday morning cartoon villain, Eggman. I mean, yes, the plot demands that he can't be that violent, but he is cruel. He is mean, and he is not afraid to actually, off people. But then again, the creatures that are fighting him are also willing to kind of off him. And even though it's 90s violence, there was a moment where a character, and Mark said this when we watched this, like, wait, did they just say he's dead? That's bold for the 90s. This ain't for kids, son. They can kill people off.
Well, I know you asked. I know you asked like what. So we're just gonna forget about Cat. I'm like, yeah, Cat just got roboticized or killed. We never see him again. He's essentially the morph of the show. That's why I said what I said there. Because Morph was just there.
And this is more from the X-Men cartoons, right?
Yeah, more from the X-Men.
Okay, sorry. So that's the only other morph I actively know because I never watched any of X-Men. I never watched any of that. I've seen bits and pieces of that as well. The most I've seen from that X-Men show is from the '90s Spider-Man cartoon when they had a crossover with that
Oh,
X-Men.
that when I go back to watching that, you could definitely tell that they were just like not giving a damn about the theme song. with that when they were included, it felt like diet version of it.
Well, yeah, that's because Spidey's the main show. I will say out of that show, I know this is a bit of a tangent from Sonic, but from the
Right.
X-Men show, the only thing I remember from that, and not more because I never saw the first episode, is that I remember an episode where Beast goes feral. And honestly, for the longest time, and it's just outside the episode and outside the show, I kind of like that Beast and Wolverine kind of had similar silhouettes for their heads. It's like, they got the little pointed hair things going there. So I just always thought that those two were like the best of friends. I mean, kind of are. Anyways, back to Cat in Sonic. Going back to Cat, he's essentially the morph. He's there and he's gone. It doesn't have any role to play with, which is strange because morph actually does have a really good superpower, and it's like you
Wow, killed
Ben,
both of them.
you there?
The morph killed him. You can't talk about morph like that. Only morph can talk about morph like that. He probably didn't charge his phone.
He hasn't gone disconnected yet.
May have to come back. What is that? That's an energy tank. Okay, so that's not necessarily the biggest deal. Okay, there might be a room over here that I need to go inside of. I think anyway. Let's see. No elevator? No, nothing like that. There is a green door here. The green door is way up there. How does one get over there? Okay, that's probably a return access point. Okay, so since we're here and we have all the upgrades and we're waiting on Ben to come back to life, get the Dragon Ball boys. Gotta go ahead and resuscitate our boy here. Let's go for Dark World. Where are we?
He's muted now.
Okay.
Again. Okay, what was the last thing I said?
Talking about Morph.
Okay, so essentially, Cat got morphed and, he's out of the picture. And I love how this show is honestly dark as heck. Yes, I shall censor myself because honestly, I'm an English minor. I should be able to do something better with my vocabulary. Arr. Anyways. Roboticized, technologically advanced wasteland that is far more Terminator Matrix-esque than anything else. And it's brought together beautifully by our glorious egg-shaped overlord, Mr. Robotnik. Okay, I like Sonic making fun of him like that. It's like, this is a total 90s kids thing. It's like, oh, but... I mean, it's just there. I mean, you can't call him Ass-Nick.
Oh, that would be funny though.
Although it's just like, wait, it's like Robotnik. Robot neck?
Yeah,
Robot neck?
Yep.
But he doesn't have a robot neck. He's a fat ass. He ain't got no neck. He's just got chins.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a neck. It's just huge.
But yeah, the performance by the ever famous and infamous Jim Cummings is so cold. Other versions of Robotnik and Eggman always come off as being loud, boisterous, and full of themselves. And this version does indeed have a healthy dose of ego, but as of yet, I've yet to see him go into a full-on rage meltdown thinking that it's him that was the cause of the problems. Because for the most part, he seems far too more intelligent than the technology he has to work with. Whereas with Eggman in like Sonic X, dude is working with some high-tech stuff, and yet he always fumbles it, meaning that the technology is kind of more than what he can handle, or the plot just had to throw as many Hail Marys as possible to keep the show going. Sometimes both. But it's the way he performs it. Outside the character, Jim Cummings' voice for Robotnik is so chilling. It comes off like a whisper, but it has just enough of a growl to realize, oh, that's still human. Yes. Now come to me, my hedgehog.
Yeah, but he also has like they put it like a robo filter on it too, where you could just kind of.
Well, you think so, but honestly, if it is, they probably did very minimal with it. Again, he is a voice actor, and if you know anything about his range, dude does Darkwing Duck, Winnie the Pooh, various other forms of roles. In fact, he even sings too. He actually sings In the Dark of the Night in Anastasia. Yeah, he's Rasputin's singing voice.
Well, the thing is that he came from an era of voice actors where they're like, okay, we're only got 3 voice actors. How many voices can you do with one person? It's like
The Mel Blanc series. Basically, that was when Looney Tunes was really hitting hard, and Mel Blanc was the master of the voices. Even though it just kind of melded into a few when he got to yelling. But yes, if there is a filter, I can't tell. With the Metarex from Sonic X, you could tell those were filtered, and that's just a simple roboticized sort of filter. It's like, that ain't voice acting. That's a voice going through a filter. But with him, like I said, it comes off as almost very, very restrained. But the fact that he actually is slightly cybernetic as well, as he implies himself, the character, it's like, this makes a bit of sense. That's good. Very good indeed. Wow, I didn't know I did that good of an impression. But I've been doing voices my entire life, so.
Okay, so we can.
Mr. Krabs and Robotnik have a very similar body structure, and they both like being in control. Their grubby little claws trying to get all over everything. So, the show overall is, I can't say it's fantastic just yet, only because there's so much that makes it seem so dated, so much of their vocabulary, and especially from Sonic himself, it's like, oh, yeah, this sounds like 90s that carried over some 80s vernacular, because it's like, oh man, it's like, okay, totally tubing out of here. This is what adults think kids talk to, like, to each other all the time. It's like, oh, you could tell this was aimed at a demographic, and it perpetuated a lot more of these things going on. Although
They
I will
already
say,
had the
though,
Sonic attitude set up from Astosh, so they might as well have just carried the same voice actor and his attitude.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't look that different from like the original cartoon of Sonic that everyone knows about, with the robot chicken and the drill head villains. Now instead we got rid of them and we got Mr. Snively, or Snively, whatever. He sounds like a Pokemon name. He sounds like the one starter Pokemon.
Snivy.
All right, Snively. Or Snively. I think it's Snively because it's meant to be
Oh.
sniveling.
Oh, I completely forgot we had this upgrade. Oh man, I forgot we had this.
The wonders my voice does to the human memory. I mean, look at George.
Yeah, we have this thing here. I just realized. Okay.
The PTBD, the post-traumatic Ben disorder.
Sure. Okay, so now that we have this thing here, I had to look it up. It's like, what am I supposed to be doing? Okay, keep going.
Yeah, you're good. You got to interject when you needs to. It is what it is. But yeah, Sonic's choice of language, I mean, compared to Sonic X, it feels more natural. A lot of things in Sonic X, by comparison, it's like, oh yeah, they throw in these puns and they're nice and quippy a lot of times. But it seems very, very watered down and washed up, because 4Kids literally had to make this as clean as possible for the Sonic X series. But for this, as a 90s Western release kind of cartoon, it's like, oh no, they tried. This thing feels like a giant experimental thing to do so. But you got more freedom fighters, and we're introduced to a few. We got Mr. Walrus, we got another Fox character, we got Tails, who is like everyone's little brother, but then like the baby of the group.
Boy,
so, you know,
Tails,
he's not
yeah.
quite the genius. And of course, we got Bunny, who, in my opinion, next to Sally being a badass, is the best girl so far. And then, of course, Sally. Honestly, Sally is a hardcore badass.
She's better in the cartoon than she was in the comics.
Yeah, the comics just really assassinated her.
I know, but she is literally willing to go and do this. They know the mission. They know that it's dangerous. They know that they can die. She always worries about Sonic because she knows of his impetuousness. And Sonic, literally plays the part of both ADHD and just trying to be the all-around cool guy. You know, it's what kids thought that like high school jocks were basically like. It's like, oh man, they're so cool. They don't let anyone tell them anything, except, you know, he's not entirely narcissistic and he actively will play nice with everyone else, including flying a plane.
Flying a penny.
Hey, I mean, if Ruby can do it in the Ruby series, then I mean, what?
Wait, she can fly a penny.
I mean, Penny can fly. Flying pennies.
Oh, Pinky.
Thank you.
Wait, they're underage. No, wait, they get older later on. So yeah, they're good.
Well, Penny doesn't have an age exactly. She gets an upgrade though, so I suppose that means it's aged. She swapped out her parts. You dirty-minded fuck.
She's an older model. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So what you're saying is, much like the cyborgs, they've got some years on them. I actually was saying this in relation to the Sonic series. I'm going to say it right now, I think I prefer Bunny over Styx the Badger. Listen, I love Styx, okay? I love her. She's unhinged. She's down to earth. She's real. She's honest. But Bunny has so much heart. Plus, I think it's honestly the Southern voice acting that, like as Mark pointed out, it's like we just really needed another Rogue voiced kind of character in this 90s, didn't we? Well, there you go now, Sugar. She sounds like the little cousin to Rogue. Like they come up for like family vacation and it's like, oh, how you doing there, Bunny darling?
Best part is, I think you're going to have to wait a year or so for it to be legal.
Rogue or the bunny?
Both.
The bunny.
Both. I'm Mr. 101. Is that your cholesterol or number of heart attacks? Triple that number, you're in both ballparks.
Okay, so I'm looking through
I'm sorry,
here.
run a reference.
Sorry. I'm looking through here to see where I need to go. I might need a Ben assistance here, because I had the dark visor. Can you guys look up to see what I need to use the dark visor for? Because I just got that upgrade.
Now you have to do it like the Sonic Adventure series. Call me by the computer name.
Oh, Nicole. I was like,
or you can say Kowalski, I guess.
Kowalski.
There's a code for all of this. Okay.
I-
Dark visor
Me-
use and
Metroid Prime 2.
Welcome to the Prime 2. Welcome to the Prime 2. Dark visor allows us to see interdimensional objects and creatures, revealing hidden platforms, cloaked enemies, and forms of the ink that are otherwise invisible, such as their puddle state. Key uses: spotting otherwise invisible platforms and objects that are part of the dimensional flux between dimensions. How many times can we say the D word? Navigate the dark ether, targeting specific forms of ing and detecting invisible enemies.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I guess I could try searching in deeper.
Yes.
You
Use
gotta
the
tell them where you are currently.
Dark visor used to locate a platform in the unseen way.
Okay, so I got the dark visor from the Torvis bog. I've already done the boss fight, the Chica boss fight, the little whale that turned into a wasp, and then I cashed in the keys, and now they're like, oh yeah, go to Aegon Waste and do the exact same thing with the keys there. I guess I'll go through the portal and see what happens. I'm gonna have the visor on at all times, but yeah, go ahead and check regardless, because I don't want to be lost here and waste everyone's time. Yeah, because we got a lot of things to do today. A lot of things. We spent like good 30 minutes just walking around talking about stuff that wasn't Metroid related. Okay, let's see. This definitely does feel interesting and different. Okay, so let's look around here. All that has already been traversed. I'm guessing something might be here that I could get an upgrade for that, because that's a door I still can't open. All this is pretty open to me. Unless I go here and I check this one here. It's the Aegon Temple. The Dark Aegon Temple. I'll go there. Yeah, I'll go there and then see what it tells me. Oh, that's wrong way. Yeah, I'll go there. And I got so much health, I don't really have to worry about the damage I take now. Is that a light door? Yeah. Ah! Oh, platforms.
I'm back, bitches.
Yeah, invisible platforms.
That's funny because I didn't even see that coming. Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be used for. I guess it's just to help fight against invisible things and the dimensional flux stuff. I don't know if it's actually needed for any objectives. Either I'm not just not having down the right code words.
Oh, yeah. Also, I'm able to see platforms that are not there. And so, like this,
Did I mention that?
dimensional flux. I would assume that's the case. Also, is that
Well, yeah,
is
I
Jordan with
mentioned the
us?
flux, but I also said it can help be
Yeah,
detected.
probably. He's the only one who has that kind of. Yeah.
Oh, dude, is that an eyeball? I can barely hear Jordan. No! Ah. Okay, please don't tell me that's a point of no return. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. Is it possible for me to jump towards that? Hold on. Let me get my vision back over here. Let's see. Oh, I'd have to go backwards. Okay, all right. So, okay.
So yeah, the Sonic Adventures, the animated show, very interesting. Feels very experimental, but it feels like a lot of like '90s stuff that didn't want to be all bright and cheerful. It's very much a case of, oh, this is a bad future. They are fighting for their lives here.
The funny thing about that is that was running at the same time as the slapstick Sonic cartoon. Legit the same
It was
time.
towards the end of that one, but still.
Well, what came first, the slapstick one or this one?
Slapstick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah,
same.
it seems like the slapstick one would have been made first, but then it's like, oh, we want a more grittier Sonic because he deals with killer robots.
They still had some contract left for the other one, so they had to compete with themselves.
Yeah, and then Sonic
Oh, man.
Underground happened, and then Sonic Underground was quickly forgotten.
And then Sonic X came by, and then everyone goes, wow. Okay, I said this to Mark, and I still find it very uncanny. But when Sonic blinks, those white parts of his eyes don't move. It's just his pupils that blink, and it's actively kind of creepy. It's like, okay, ew.
What is this thing? What that is?
My mom.
Muscle Man, not now. Okay, the Sky Temple key. Okay, this is one of 9 keys. What? 9 keys?
I'm back, bitches.
Again?
Yes, we do.
Okay, key acquired. No. I think that's him walking in. I think that's his introduction when he shows up.
Oh.
I might have to change mine as well. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. So I'm gonna have to go through all the areas I've been through that's been open, and then I could see if there's keys there, because there's 9 keys in here.
All right. Now that he's actually. Huh?
All right, Jordan, welcome. I'm assuming that you're trying to get your stuff taken care of. You're back from your road trip. Your mandatory road trip.
It's called work.
Unfortunately. I mean, is it really work if you enjoy driving?
Anybody here?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
This is awful. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying out the settings on my actual laptop this time, just to see if I can actually make it work. But if it does, I'm just gonna go back to my phone.
Interesting. Ooh, I'm right next to the door.
Delicious.
Yeah. Jordan, have you seen fully the Sonic '90s cartoon, the Sat AM one? Yes. Let's go through.
I watched
here.
all of them actually.
Oh, nice. Okay, what is that in the middle? That looks disturbing.
Gotta get faster. Sonic
Oh,
X.
hello.
Sonic.
Hello there. The music's
Hello there.
not changing, so I can only assume that I don't need to kill these guys. Let's see.
Hello there.
A little Star Wars reference. Oh, I see where you're going, brother. I see where you're going. Take that. And a little bit of that. Yes. Get back here. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Back here, motherfucker.
There we go. Now, is there anything in this room that I cannot see with my naked eye? With my partially naked eye? Muscle man, please. Okay. Nothing in here per se. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe that might be a room that has stuff I can't see, which what honestly makes me feel like if you didn't have this upgrade, could you, if you memorize this game, could you actually just go to the platforms like nobody's business? Let me see. See if there's anything back here. No. Okay, no. That's the temple where I'd have to go cash in the keys, I think, or the energy, once I get the keys. Okay, that's good to know. Nothing in this room.
That works.
So yeah.
Moving at the speed of sound. Quickest hedgehog around.
Okay, good real question here. Would you do you think there would be a if Nintendo put money into it? Do you think Nintendo would actually make a really good Samus anime? Metroid anime.
Yeah, they'd make an OVA instead. A one
Yeah.
shot.
I'm not sure how long a long series would do, just because outside of maybe just, the slime balls and Ridley, I don't think Samus may have a lot of recognizable characters unless you're a hardcore gamer that has, played through all of this, and it's just like, oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I agree.
So she would not be able to hold her own show, is what you're saying?
Pretty much. The people have spoken.
Darn. So you would say probably just like a movie length.
I could see that.
Probably.
And then we get the movie one, and they end up. This is Samus with blue hair. No.
She's blue hair and she has an opinion. Oh, good God! What is this?
All right, let's see. Let's go down that door over here. Yoink. Right there we go. I need to get my way through town. Gotta make some progress in this planet. Oh.
Making my way downtown.
Yes. Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, yeah, that won't work. Dang it.
All right. Oh, is there anything in here? Man, I don't like this visor. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't like this visor.
This part?
It's not as bad as the infrared one, but it's really hard on the eyes. Okay, there's nothing here. Go back.
Women.
What, Ben? What was that about women? So, what was your unpopular opinion about?
I always have unpopular opinions. Name me one that isn't unpopular.
Okay, so see, there's nothing there. Nothing over there. I'm literally using the visor for its intended purpose, which is analyze everything.
So we're using the visor to look through things, as all visors are.
Well, this one may let you see stuff that you can't normally see with your standard visor. So, yes, sort of, kind of. The fact that there's 9 keys in this one makes me feel like I'm going to have to really, really extensively use this in an annoying way. Okay. So, anybody have a topic? I mean, besides the fact that Vegeta is going to have his Ultra unit coming very, very soon.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I bet you right now he's going to be purple.
Oh, God. Well, you know what? If he is, we have Cauliflower and Kale, who are still doing great.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Caulifla and Kale are pretty good, except when you got characters that ignore key reduction.
I mean, if you can time it right with their debuff, then it works out. Or if you let them, well, if you let Kefla be on standby, she can cancel one of their big attacks. But what I try to do is just start with Fidel, and I use a green card immediately, so I can stop their green cards. And then I just immediately go into Cauliflower and Kale and just let them clear house. But I always make sure if they have a green card, I always activate that first and foremost, even if they're at full health, because you're increasing their damage and enhancing everything else. And when you tag switch, you're locking the opponent in. Oh, but recently, I've noticed something pretty interesting. I went back to watch Gorash's old videos about girl units that he used to use in the past, and one girl unit in particular caught my interest. It was the EX base form Blue Kale, and I remember that her support is phenomenal for
Wait,
rival universe
which
girl
one?
members.
Which one? There's wait, base Kale or Berserk Kale?
Base Kale,
Base Kale. Okay, that one. Yeah, the one with the moan
the one that is
animation.
just yeah, yeah, that one. The one that is just with her green card and just full support. Yep, that Kale. At least she has a base form in this game. We still don't have a base form Kefla. Wondering when that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Probably
they're
3
gonna
years
try.
from
They're
now.
gonna try doing that for like a Vegito transformation thing. They're gonna pat it out.
Oh. I mean, at this point, if they do it, she needs to have a comeback. It would make sense. Because then she can transform to Super Saiyan, which would cover both forms that she's missing in this game. And she needs to be purple or red. But base form Kale,
Saiyajin.
I remember that she is purely support. Like you cannot find a more support girl than her because her attack and defense, well, definitely her attack not there. Well, defense depending, but her support is phenomenal even today. And when I was watching that old video, I realized that holy shit, it's like the girl version of Red Sparking Krillin because somebody in the comment section just kept on saying, just wait till we get LF Kefla and she will be the perfect partner for her. And then I tried her out and I was like, oh shit, yeah, she really is. Probably even more than Blue Fidel.
What's she doing? What's she providing?
A lot of support. Hang on, I got the page open up right here for her. One of the things that she does for both herself and her teammates is that she's giving an uncancelable damage depending upon what their tags are. And basically, if they're girl members, they're getting an uncancelable 25 damage. But if they're rival universe girl members, they're getting an uncancelable 35 damage. So when you pair that up with tag Cauliflower
Are
and
you
Kale,
serious? Are you serious? No, I'm sorry, not that. They want me to go back to the Great Temple? Okay. Okay, all right, game. Thanks for telling me that. I appreciate you telling me that now. I was wandering around.
This is a grenade.
All right, go ahead. Go on with your yeah.
So when she is paired up with rival universe girl members, she gives an uncancelable 35 damage, and if you pair that up with Cauliflower and Kale, who give an extra 15, the entire team is getting an uncancelable 50 damage, which is pretty good. That includes base form Kale as well. So there's also that, along with the fact that when she comes in and out of the battlefield, she's reducing the enemy's ki, which I know against ki nullification, that's not much, but it's still something. But other than that, she can also lock in the opponent with her main ability. Like, there's no real reason not to use it because all it does is she'll draw a green card, she'll reduce the enemy's ki by 60, and inflict them with minus 100 to their ki recovery for 10 timer counts. So they really can't do anything. And she inflicts all enemies with 4 sub counts. She literally locks them in for 4 sub counts and gives herself a green card, which her green card is really useful, actually. Other than the moaning that she gives out, she's restoring her own ki by 10, restoring all allies' health by 10, giving all allies plus 10 damage for 20 timer counts, and she's shortening their sub counts by 3. So if you ever got a green card, you would definitely give it to her, since she would power up the whole team, heal them, and reduce sub counts. Also, her blue card is pretty useful as well, since she's actually nullifying all allies' attribute downgrades for 20 timer counts. It is cancelable, but at the same time, she's giving that to everybody. So for anybody that's getting hit with like arts cost increase, Kale's blue card, just on activation alone, nullifies that for everybody for 20 timer counts. So she's pretty useful. And she's got Death Plus as well, which restores all allies' health by 20% and destroys 2 enemies' Dragon Balls. She's pretty good, not gonna lie.
I take it that she's a paper airplane, though, right?
I mean, she came back out during the 4th anniversary with Red MUI Goku, so take that for what you will. That's why you want to build her purely defense. Well, base pure defense. Because giving her pure defense, I noticed that if they have low stats, pure defense, well, pure equipment does nothing for them. So for the lower stats, you want to give them all base. Higher stats is when the pure actually matters. So I just built my Kale to be fully defensive, and I'm gonna be honest, it feels weird not bringing a unit with endurance, especially since Blue Videl is, well, basically her, but she is the attacking version of Kale. But at the same time, I don't mind not bringing Blue Videl so long as the third battle member actually does provide excellent support and can cause at least some sort of disrupt, or she's a healer or supporting in some sort of way with death buffs. And Kale specifically does exactly that. She really is just the girls version of Red Sparking Krillin, because she is purely support, but her support is great for Rival Universe girls.
Yeah, that's a good
And
idea.
since she's blue,
I'll make a video off that actually. I think I'll make a video for that one. See how how it works, because it's the season reset, and I should have more than enough opportunity for me to style on people who are really bad at the game. So.
Plus, most of the time, admittedly, you do just go into the battle with just Cauliflower and Kale, and Kefla being the main attacker. So as long as Kale is just sitting in the background giving out that support, that's uncancelable, by the way. Pretty much like Majin Ku's, because he gave Diamond uncancelable 50 damage as well. And Kale's doing their job.
The problem with Videl, she's doing no damage these days, so her main role is to be glue for like stall, buy time, and then also eat rising rushes, so that way you at least have a third option to survive with. It's sad to say.
I did also want to mention for Blue Videl, if you're still if you haven't gotten that Supreme Kai equipment, you should give her the Awakened Videl equipment that came out back when Red Mai first came out, and it does give her
the I'll help too.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I have that
honestly.
One. Yeah.
You should give her that one, and you will notice a difference in her attack power. If not, her blast damage definitely goes up. Like you actively feel the difference in that. And she's not even a blast type. I mean, range unit. But it does give her more higher defense, at least 18 to both of them, with some extra strike attack. But if you really do want to see a difference in Videl's attack power, and it's still covering what she needs the most in, which is blast defense, you can always give her that old Awakened Android 18 equipment, because that definitely does work for that Videl. I've noticed the difference. You will feel a difference in her attack power. Both of those Awakened equipments are perfect for Blue Videl.
Well, I will definitely give Base Kale a revisit for my video for today. Just it's really difficult to play a blue unit in with the death beam meta. The death beam meta.
So. I also want to, once again, since Majin Vegeta is not really a thing as much, I do want to suggest EX Purple Vados, because I did check the boost system again. It does change, thankfully. Last season, she wasn't in the boost at all. She was in the C tier. C tier, they don't get anything, literally nothing. And surprisingly, the ones that are currently in the C tier, and the only ones that are in the C tier, is Cauliflower and Kale. So if they're still doing great damage, that just lets you know this is just them without any help at all, and they are just this good because they aren't getting any boosts whatsoever other than your teammates. But for Vados, she's in the A tier, which I believe it gives damage guard 20% and damage 30. That doesn't sound like much, but Vados already has an uncancelable. Let me see. I noticed she has an uncancelable 60 reduced damage, but she also has an extra 20% against all of the units other than against Champa. And let's be real here, Nobody's running Champa. Nobody wants to run Champa. Nobody wants thick Beerus out there. Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry,
just the
thick.
episode now. Thick beers.
Thick Beerus.
Yep. Coined that from Team 4-Star. They called him that, thick Beerus. It makes sense. He is thick Beerus with red colors.
And
Beerus, thick.
Beerus is just anemic. Oh, I was supposed to come back here. Wow. Okay.
Anorexic.
All right.
Oh no, anorexic is
Hold on.
right.
Let me get this text done.
Yeah,
The temple of Torvis glows with the energy once more. Only one temple remains without the light of Aether.
Where have you been, Samus? Why are you ignoring me? I don't want to talk about it.
Anyway, you must travel to our fortress, high in the cliffs. Look at my hand. I can do this. The last temple lies in the fortress. Seek knowledge there before invading the Ing Hive. Be cautious. In the fortress, this place was once guarded by machines of our creation. But now they are corrupted slaves of the Ing. They will not see you as a friend. Our goal draws ever closer. Let the light of Aether be your guide.
All right. So
Oh God, natural light.
oh man. So based on that, I am supposed to go to Aether, right? That was the I had to come here just to be told to go there. Was that the main reason?
in like a big old roundabout.
Okay. All right, let's go through here.
Yeah, more filler.
Anyway, but yeah, so what was I gonna say?
right.
Yeah, is it Legends? The Vegeta banner will be a good banner. Is the Kefla banner gone now?
No, it's still there. I
And
just summoned it a few seconds ago.
Oh yeah, if I get 1,000 from the game, I'll just toss it in there and hope for the best. That's just kind of where I'm going at. And until the banner goes away, then I'll start saving. Because I mean,
I thankfully got.
oh, good.
I was just gonna say I thankfully was able to buy all of those multi Z powers from the shop, and I did summon. I got lucky and got Kefla in one rotation, but I used the rest of those Z powers that I bought, and now she's at 3 red stars. Thankfully.
Oh, nice. I still have her at 7, but I mean, it's the difference. I think is this is only going to be noticeable once you start getting to like I think 6 or 7 stars. I think 6, 5, 5, 6 or 7. That's when you really start seeing the ramp up.
When they're at like 7 stars, you'll notice the difference between 7 and 3, and then when they get to 9, when they get to 10 stars, which is just 3 red stars, I've noticed a bit of a difference in terms of both tanking and offense. But yeah, around that time, you will see a difference.
Okay, Torvis is all set and done with. I think. You know what? Guys, I honestly forgot. Where am I supposed to go now? What did the guy say? The explodes and Ben just have a serious meltdown because I did. I was. What was I? What was the Mothman telling me where I need to go?
Mothman. You are a very big MOTH, a very, very big MOTH.
Okay, let me see. Logbook lore, creatures, research. The lore I need to go? Space Trooper? No, that's Luminoth. Oh, it explodes? What happened?
I was making some audio.
Oh.
Okay, well,
It's me.
where am I supposed to go?
Mario.
I need to know where to go. Someone help me.
I forgot. Sorry.
He said something about technology and all that stuff, and I was more focused on the funny voice I was making for him.
Also, the light guiding you.
That's more like a thing that he would say, like they're the people what they believe in. Okay, well we talked to him. We spent all this time talking about Sonic X, Sonic 90s, Legends.
Sonic.
I was eating pretty well in Dokkan for a little while. Then the
I
game
did see that. Nice job.
the game refused to give me a Neen though. So I can't throw dragon stones at that.
Back when I first started Dokkan, if I couldn't get Android 21, I wanted to at least get a Neen, but I couldn't, and then I just gave up on Dokkan altogether because it's like, no, thank you. I'm already addicted to Legends, and even then, that's already in its own stuff. I'm like on and off with it. Dokkan, when I look at it, I just didn't really feel as interested in it. Like I gave it a full search. I did everything. I even invested money into it, and yet after a while, I just got bored. It just didn't feel anything interesting to me. No matter how many of the girl units I got, and I just gave it up.
Explodes had had a similar experience, though he didn't put money into it. Explodes honestly thought he could have rare characters carry him in games, but that wasn't gonna happen.
They decided not to let me level them up.
Yeah. So I'm like,
What a ripoff.
no, you didn't pay anything.
Yeah,
you didn't pay anything. How's that a ripoff? You didn't put any money into it.
It
I
raised
wasn't-
my stones.
It was for me. I felt ripped off. I came in there
Emotional
for
rip
21.
off.
Emotional. So now Explode spends his time humoring me in Pretty Derby, which you should join us. Join us, George. No, Jordan. You should join us on that one.
One of us. One of us.
Play Pretty Derby with us. Play Pretty Derby. I formed a guild. Oh, I can cross that now.
Oh,
Okay.
that what that was. This you're talking about the Umi Guild.
Yeah, Umi Guild. Yeah, one of our guild members actually joined us in there. So like, oh, that's cool.
It's pretty derpy. I mean, pretty derby.
That's slut.
That's slut.
What is this? That's
I
it.
have a bitch of an itch on my left ass cheek.
Yeah.
I got some more. I got some more for you
Ah,
today.
no.
Every party needs a pooper, that's why they invited you.
I tried, Ben, to get the full thing of Kill It Like the Rest in there, and it wouldn't let me. I felt so heartbroken, and I couldn't get the full party
Too
in
long?
here.
Was
I
it
mean,
too
as long
long?
as you can just say
Yeah, it
kill
was
it like
too
the
long.
rest.
I mean,
I
get just
am
the-
an adult.
I need an adult.
I am an adult.
I can fit that one. Apparently,
I
when
need
it
an
comes
adult. I am an no. No, you are not.
to no, you're not. Apparently, when it comes to the soundboard, it only lets you fit up to at least 5 minutes of audio. So the other ones were like way over 5 minutes. So I had to cut them down. But when I played, it's like it doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm missing context, and I just get settled on these.
I
Like
have
that
a
one.
bitch of an itch on my left ass cheek.
Oh wait. Here's one.
I drank it.
What?
How do you think I got so fat?
So fat.
Oh, I did get one for Nail because I always love this, and I feel like this could be useful in one of these streams.
Well, sir, if you're having a problem with our customer support, you can call 1-800-EAT-A-DICK.
We don't even have those.
Oh, I tried to fit that in, but it was too long. It was 1 minute over, and I was like, "Damn it! Come on, Nitro,
Good
give me
Lord,
something to work with."
I only thought your species existed on but water. How is he so fat?
Oh,
I'm the becoming guru, and I'm the one who is not judging you on your appearance.
I do have that one. I just didn't add that one in yet, but I do have that one though.
I can think of one. I'm not sure if you added it just yet, but it's not a guru line. It's a Vegeta line. Mustache, 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 mustache.
I can add that one later. I definitely can. Now I
Okay,
feel
all
like
we need
most
is
of
just one Yamcha line. What's a good Yamcha line? I brought towels. Anyone want a towel?
and just like that, you've already contributed more than Vegeta.
Exactly.
Oh, but that was more of a Cell line though. Still enjoy
Well, I mean,
getting
still,
that one.
You
though.
brought towels. It's like I still brought towels. Anyone want one?
I do. Topeka's the scorcher.
Oh, no. I
wonder
can think of one. It's
what
like,
that
you
leads
know,
to.
hanging in there.
No, not the Dark Jones. Oh, poor Yamcha.
Yamcha,
Didn't have to
how's
do
it hanging?
that,
I
dude.
mean, how's it going? You know, hanging in there.
Freaking. The thing is, he did it to himself. Like, he set himself up for that one. Strong's trying
did
to save
somebody
it.
die? Oh God, where's Yamcha? Nobody's dead yet.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe some for Tien. Kiko, how you doing?
Perfect. Oh yes, I can definitely get that one. Shinhan. Oh, I love the hate boner triad between Cell, Tien, and Vegeta. So beautiful.
Look, someone was
Oh,
going
man.
over perfect cell, semi-perfect cell, and it's like, look. Here's the thing. It's not that Tien is that powerful. It's that Cell allowed this nonsense to even happen. And so, yeah, when he gets mad, it's like, did I just really allow this guy to pin me down for 5 minutes? Yes. Yes, you did, semi-perfect Cell, and that is why no one likes you.
He's strong enough to pin him, but he's not strong enough to hurt him.
Exactly.
Except his
This
ego.
this was my biggest gripe with the Saiyan saga. Like, why are they trying to fight these guys that are way stronger than them, fist to fist? The thing is, the Z fighters themselves, when they're going up against odds, yeah, fist to fist are not as powerful, but they have techniques that are more than powerful than themselves and their opponents. I don't care what the Cell Saga showcase. Krillin's Destructo Disc should have cut off Cell's head. It should have.
That was filler. It doesn't count.
Even if it's filler, it still should happen. Damn it! I don't
Honestly,
care what the writers say.
I can foresee them having a strategy against the Saiyans. All we had to do is just spam the solar flare, close your eyes, make sure both the Saiyans are cut. Because here's the thing, they can't sense energy, but the people on Earth can. Which means even when blind, they could still at least get a few good hits on Nappa and wear him down a little bit. All you have to do is just spam the solar flare. It doesn't take that much energy, I'd imagine.
And you know what else? Tien has a third eye. It was shown in the OG Dragon Ball. That's what his third eye can do. It lets him see through the solar flare. Tien could have actually, both him and Chaozu would have been key players at taking out Nappa and Vegeta because they both have the Dodon Ray. Chaozu has a super Dodon Ray that can penetrate armor.
Not even that, but remember when Krillin actually first showed his Destructo Disc? It was during the Saiyan saga. Now, if they maybe, blinded him first, and since they can't see it coming, throw a Destructo Disc, then you could have bisected.
There was also one scene where there was also one scene when the fight had resumed.
The energy because they used the scouters, and that would blind them. So,
but they took off the scouters though.
True.
They didn't put them back on until after Goku showed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, they had the scouters up the whole time.
Well, then they should have just done it behind them and then do the thing. And
No, well, it explodes. That one scene will forever anger me because what you're just describing is what they did. But for some reason, okay, so here's what happened. When the fight started resuming, it was Piccolo, Krillin, and Gohan. I forgot Gohan was there. When the fight started resuming, Piccolo came up with an idea to grab Nappa's tail. So first, Krillin goes in to distract Nappa by running in. Then he blasts the ground with his Kamehameha to propel himself forward so that Nappa's watching him. Then Piccolo was able to get behind him so fast, he had one hand on his back, the other hand on his tail, and then he just decided to wait for Gohan to do the slowest run up to Nappa to, I don't know, punch him, kick him in the balls, I don't know. And then Nappa just he just elbows his cranium into the ground. But my thing is that I hate about that scene, Piccolo had his hand on his back. He could have been directly shooting Nappa in the back. He literally had his hand on his literal backside. Why was Piccolo waiting for Gohan? See, that's what I hate.
It wouldn't have done anything, but at least it would have made it look cool.
No, it would have done something. He had his hand on his spine, and this is Piccolo. Piccolo was at 3,500. Nappa was only at 4,000, and it was his back exposed. Without his armor, by the way. He didn't have his armor on by then. So, no, that would have actually done real damage.
Charge up the special beam cannon?
No, he could have used his energy wave attack. Piccolo had energy wave. No, Piccolo has a bunch of techniques he always forgets about. He can use the explosive demon wave with just one hand, or he could have just shot him with the rapid ki blast that is unfortunately now labeled as Vegeta's technique. Even though Piccolo was the first one in the series to originally do that when fighting against Goku, but there was so many things Piccolo could have done, and it would have been effective, but the writers just decided, no, let's just wait for Gohan to do the slowest run-up possible, and then let Piccolo just get elbowed in the cranium. Because it does show later on that when Krillin is defending Gohan, I still love that scene, by the way, when he's defending Gohan and Nappa uses his Bomber DX on Krillin. Krillin jumps out of the way, but he's still caught in the blast. So at the last possible second, Piccolo gets back up, shoots one Ki Blast in the back, and it visibly hurts Nappa that he's actually stunned. If one Ki Blast from Piccolo could have actually dealt that much damage to Nappa, Piccolo could have ended the fight with Nappa instantly when he actually got behind him. That's what I've seen upsets me so much because it showcased that Piccolo was indeed strong enough to hurt Nappa. He was literally the
Visual
strongest
damage
one
with
there.
him and Raccoon don't seem to be equivalent to actual damage sometimes.
Who,
Like
Raccoon?
they look battered, but like no, they're not. They just
Well, Raccoon was a monster though. Like comparing Nappa to Raccoon, nah, I can't compare
I'm
that.
just
Like
saying,
we've seen
in a similar
Raccoon
situation.
would curb stomp him.
it is, but at the same time, it's like there's a reason why everybody feared the Ginyu Force. Like they were some actual monsters. It only takes 4 to 5 Cybermen to defeat Nappa because each of them had a power level of 1,500. Nappa's only 4,000. And so 4 to 5 Cybermen could just explode on Nappa, and he actually would have died from that, as it's been proven in fighters. I love that
The
scene.
equivalent of one Raditz. That's right. He was so weak we could grow Raditzes.
I actually do like Raditz. Honestly, between the 3 Saiyans, I like Raditz the most just for the fact that he honestly, he at least had an actual, what's it called?
Raditz is
He's a
a
vulnerable
star scream
villain?
of the Saiyans.
That's it. He has actual
What, does that make
self-preservation.
Nappa Shockwave?
No, it's,
No, hell no.
No.
Hell no. Nappa is no Shockwave. Don't you disrespect Shockwave like that. Hell no. Nappa is like
superior. Earthlings
He's like-
inferior.
Nappa is breakdown. That's who Nappa is. He's just breakdown. He's just the bulk. And that's all he's got for him is just bulk. And even then, it ain't much. Goku clowned him so easily. It was so good. That's one of my
That's because
actual
Goku
favorite
is
times I
opposite.
love seeing Goku.
And Krillin is Bumblebee. Or Piccolo is Bumblebee.
Could Krillin be Bumblebee? Well, I guess it depends which Bumblebee we're talking about. We talking about Prime Bumblebee or animated Bumblebee?
Never mind. I think I know who Piccolo is. Piccolo is Ultra Magnus. That's who Piccolo is.
That would insinuate
what?
that he's related to Optimus Prime.
I mean, look, they are begrudging brothers. After the Frieza saga, they are begrudging brothers. No matter what Piccolo says. Chi-Chi may be the head of the Sun family. Piccolo is the heart of the Sun family. He keeps them together. Look at Superhero. He literally saved the marriage of Gohan and Videl because Gohan was pulling a Goku by staying in his office the whole time while Pan was
Oh
getting
wow, he's putting
older.
a Goku in a completely Gohan way.
Yeah,
I didn't even
admittedly,
consider-
it was.
Unky
It's just the
Piccolo.
fact- Hunky Piccolo. Look, I can accept it with Gohan being absentee dad because at least Gohan's on the planet. Goku is way away, and Goten is already a teenager at this point. I don't even think Goku was there when Goten grew up. I mean, as a teenager.
Gohan is the result of an overworked dad that it neglects the reason why he's working to begin with, which honestly makes him still more noble than Goku on that end.
But yeah, I can accept that because at least Gohan not being with his family is because he's working for his family to be a good husband, which he is. There's no question he's a good husband.
Goku is there
I'm just saying,
because
like-
he believes in fighting almost more than his family.
Yeah, because Goku's just always gone training or dead or both.
Fighting is his love language. You think he fights you? He'll fight with you. He makes battle with me.
That freaking line. True.
Look, the commentary for Team 4 Star is just like, I love these guys, and I hate that they can simplify it in such a degree. I can't tell if he's being serious, and that's very concerning to me.
It's true. It's true. It's either he's saving them all or dooming them all. He's the one that either starts the problem and or finishes it. But usually 9 times out of 10, it's because of him that they're in this
What are
situation.
those?
This can be really ridiculous or very life-threatening. There's just no in between with you.
Freaking, I love Gohan in Team 4 Star.
Surely these
No,
won't
Gohan's
come out
hard
and
to
attack you.
Oh, of course they
Mhm.
won't. They're docile.
I'm gonna teach you how to dodge. No.
God. Pavlov, you bastard. Oh, man. What was that theory about Pavlov?
Wait, you
It's
can
a
dodge
theory-
any attack I throw at you, right? Yeah, why do you ask? No reason.
Oh, Videl. Oh, Videl. That one move. I mean, let's be real here. You dodge attacks. You accept gifts.
I've seen that so many times. But here's the thing. In my head canon, Gohan literally says, "Thank you, Pavlov." It's very much similar to the "Thank you, Shenron." It's like, "Thank you,
Yes.
Pavlov."
I mean, would you dodge?
Yes.
I would, because I know what she's gonna do after that, which is why he actually did dodge after. But
I do
he
wish to point
allowed the
out-
stuff to happen.
I do wish to point out that not only do the Saiyans pick strong-willed women, they pick strong-willed rich women, or at the very
That's-
least, royalty to a degree. Here's the thing: Goku fell in love with Chi-Chi. She was a princess. She had some forms of money. You wouldn't be able to tell it
That's
now,
true.
but that's because she gave up the life.
Mhm.
Bulma essentially runs the world. And despite the fact that she cannot make any miracle cosmetic objects, she relies on a wish granting
I
dragon
kind
that
of
has
don't
no
like that. I don't like how Bulma is like this omnipresent rich woman. I don't know about that.
She's not
She's
omnipresent.
Bruce Wayne.
She's just mostly omnipresent. Like
She's Bruce
she'll-
Wayne.
They will still arrest her without hesitation, but
I mean, if it's not Bulma who's omnipresent, who also be the main female that's actually with them? I mean, at least when it comes to Bulma,
18?
she is contributing something. Yeah, but 18's a mom now. She's a fit mom that will still fight, and I love that. She's what I wish
All the
Videl would
fit mom
still
that will
be.
throw down hands. She literally tried to pimp slap the god of destruction.
because she didn't know what she was doing.
Not
You think that
tried,
would've
she
stopped
did
her?
it.
She's
did
still
it.
down talking to Whis and them like they're just friends. It's like, Whis, get your fat ass over here so I can give you this fucking strawberry sundae.
Here's her words.
Yes, that actually does annoy me about Bulma. Quit trying to use these gods as bodyguards. They have made it clear this is not for them to get involved with Bulma. You already
But they
have
make the
friends.
best babysitters.
Okay, that
No,
one
no,
was
no.
funny.
Uncle
Beerus being
Beerus.
considered his best option for me.
You know, as soon as Bola can speak, she's gonna call Beerus Uncle Beerus, and Beerus is like, I can't blow up this planet now. I'm in love with this thing, this small.
This is the
helpless
future god of
thing."
destruction.
I will give them points for humanizing Beerus if that actually happens.
Well,
'Cause
they
Pan already has
did
Piccolo.
do a 180 on Bola's character. She's no longer a ditzy character. She's as smart as her mom now.
Oh yeah, in the manga. That's right. I forgot. That was awesome, Ebola.
Well, what about Goten? Does he get any smarter?
He's Trunks' wingman. He's Trunks' wingman.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. So
At
he
least
does
he's not
become
Chi-Chi.
Yamcha. Goten becomes the new Yamcha.
To Goten's credit, he is a good wingman. Like, he's made it clear that he doesn't want to be in the star. He doesn't want to be in the lights. He does not mind playing the second man, and he does play it well enough for Trunks. And compared to
And he's
their
not
father,
a player like in GT, so that's already a big bonus.
that is
Yeah,
true.
because that was like
Thank
full on
God.
Yamcha. You know, he's chasing girls, and he's honestly not that bad of a character. It's just the fact that it's like, okay, but he is kind of a ditz in GT too. I mean, him and Valise, yes, I think that's their name. They're perfect for each other.
Yeah, they are. I
mean,
don't
look,
mind
she's rich.
Goten just wanting to have a human life. It's just, please don't give him that hairstyle in GT. I freaking hated it as much as Vegeta's buzz cut. It looks
Oh.
so dumb.
Vegeta and Gohan have the exact same hair, and Goten just is like, well, I can't have the exact same hairstyle because, we put in all our hair animation for Trunks and Goku going Super Saiyan.
Right, bad.
Also, my
Because
granddaughter
look,
hates
everyone's
mustache.
hair is
He
already upright
clearly
except for Goku
superior.
and Trunks. So they
I hate
had to
that.
say, okay, we have to compromise.
Sorry,
I
what'd you
hate
say?
that they shaved the mustache.
Mustache.
I don't know. When I see Vegeta with the mustache, I can accept it, but I wanted to see him with his hair. When it's a buzz cut and the mustache, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It looked too much.
He looked like a biker. I mean, yes, he had that like leather
Explodes,
jacket on. It's like he
prepare to
looked
kick
like a
out
biker.
Jordan and Ben.
Dude, what did you do wrong?
You got the wrong opinion. And we'll see you guys next time. Now that we're making progress for more Metroid Prime 2, we're going to switch on to the next game for the day. See you guys next time. Bye bye.
Boy.